around with. They have a lot of DPS between like the Varus and the Urgot.
I do feel like Canyon is now down here on this wave to look for a kill onto Morgan.
Now,
and he is Jax, but he's also Jax. Like it's gonna be tough. They're waiting for him to press his buttons, but they may not even need to. His Counter-Strike does finally come up. The turret's getting frustrating. There's another dive here towards the top side. Polu tanks as much as he possibly can. And yes, there's the death of Morgan towards the bottom side as the Sonic Wave. Oh God! Ooh. Calculated this time from Hype. I guess.
The health pot running.
Now moving over towards the dragon.
Great angle.
Yeah. Keen's just teleported in as well. They're expecting him near these grubs, but Humbug's going to come down towards his bottom side. Good disdain to get Keen out of there, but the safeguard forward. Tempest and Cripple. And the Q is going to miss, but I have a feeling Keen is still dead. There it is, Leap Strike and the Empower, and that is the kill.
Yeah.
Nice little gift for Morgan here, who does need to be strong in this game.
TPing in that because Chovy can move in. And this is important that Chovy is here because Handback, Lee Sin can easily steal away a neutral objective with the
That's 2 objectives immediately though here for Gen.G.
That's pretty massive, a good start.
Can have all of them, but any that Gen.G can pick up means like Void Mites and all that sort of stuff, which can be a little bit of trouble. Bro gonna move in. All right, Arrow is gonna find Ruler in the backline. Completely insane here as Morgan now diving forward. Finds the Counter-Strike. The kick is gorgeous onto Ruler as well, and he'll even find the Q. Chovy manages to take down the Pigeon on the back end of the fight, but they don't care about that. Bro are looking to grab 3 grubs for themselves.
Ose 2 ultimates they still had, they got massive value from, able to
How did Hype hit that? That was sick.
Threaded the needle, honestly. Now, Dragon going down very quickly.
Yeah, that is just going to be feats of strength if they're able to do this. Polu getting the information, but there's not a whole lot they can do about it. As Humbug moves over and he's just there to see it fall down.
Yeah.
And so it's Chemtech Soul. We can get here pretty quickly. Does find a Q over. Let's see whether he goes in for the steal. This is almost an opportunity, but decides that they do not really mind about it as they're trading a tower on the bottom side. Point for Gen.G unless Canyon makes his way in. Try and steal this one away. Right now, Chovy moving down towards this fight as well. That heroic entrance going to be an opportunity as Polu taking a lot of poke damage. The Rip Carol being thrown down in the middle of this one as well, just to create chaos. Great kick out, but now can they actually win the fight? That's the question. As Polu, the Flash Magnus Storm, but just gets thrown out of there. Beautiful mitigation and peel. We mentioned that Gen.G has this in their composition. They'll now be able to move Shelly towards the mid lane and grab that outer turret. And they're going to be able to grab a second charge as well. Some extra value and possibly, yeah, even this inner turret at the same time. So yeah, grats on you, Ken.
Like, as in more than 0.
Well, Chovy's going to be able to grab the second turret for Gen.G, sorry, third turret for Gen.G, as they were able to eradicate them from the mid lane. They also grab the outer on the top side. And Arakan might be considered now as well. So 4 turrets to 1. Bro really losing out, taking damage here as we can see. Yeah, we're going to take the northern entrance. Let's see what they can actually find here as they've broken the shield on Ruler. That is definitely valuable. Hail of Arrows coming down though. Arakan getting lower and lower. Can Humbug make something happen? That's the question as Chovy looking to get in position so that he can press that ult button and not get interrupted. Okay, Keen, are you just going to disdain forward? He is. Let's see how much damage he can actually take here as Polu just gets obliterated. Humbug gets into the backline, but I don't know about that one. Lands another Q, gets the flash kick to take down the Urgot, and now it's Closer's turn to do that damage. He rips through them as Ruler now in the back of this Baron pit, and look at Morgan. Yeah, he might have been adorable there when he was polymorph, but now he's flashing on your face and taking you down. The Hail of Arrows might create a bit of space here, and without Flash, not going to be able to catch up to Ruler, but that is Morgan on the bottom side of the map, destroying inner turrets. They spot the fact that Keen is down there to answer him as Chovy now moves in. Arrow going to connect onto the Galio here as Hype just standing forward. And the Q is going to connect from Humbug as he moves on in. I don't know about this one, Gen.G. It's a little bit scary, but they have Keen moving up a little bit earlier. Teleport's available for both of them. And they've taken over the Arakan. The ebb and flow of this fight, though, you can see now Morgan moving in, spots the teleport, might see that this is the time. Magnus Storm this time finally working up, but the polymorph is gorgeous. Onto Morgan into the backline. He's stunned forever, but he still has access to that Counter-Strike, and he's still going to be feared beyond death. Closer gets in there, 4 people with the ultimate, and now Hype Can you do it? Can you be the savior? Can you be the hero? The flash is so good! And the Bloodthirster keeps him alive! It's one up on both sides, Chovy versus Hype.
Bros managed to clutch back a fight where it looked like they had no right to win it. Closer goes for the shuffle and manages to land it. Hype is pixel perfect on the cleanup. He knows Chovy is here.
Yeah. Can he win the 1v1? I mean, he's looking pretty good. And just wants to get
on the top side of the map. And it's like this dragon is just invisible.
But the real problem here for Bro is losing these turrets. Is never mind. Hype is just going to find Canyon. He's just dead. Okay, now a big teleport to come forward. The Emperor's Divide comes down. He's thrown into the blender, quite literally. But now Humbug looking for Keen, looking for the opportunity. And Chovy, he's gone golden, but Hype is still at full health. Can he get the DPS? That's the question. As Morgan, he dives in. He's got the counter-strike again, and Humbug is a monster on this Lee Sin. Chovy almost kills all of them. But in the end, it's an ace for the Bros.
The value Handback is getting on this Lee Sin from Hype is consistent. Those lack of sums doesn't cause an issue.
And look at Humbug now. So he's over here, gets knocked up, flashes over the wall, finds another Q.
He's just playing so well. He's just so good, honestly. And the thing is as well, because it's this tank Galio, if this was like full AP Galio that we used to have back in the day, I think Chovy would have just dominated that fight. But he almost survived a long time. He nearly did, but just the damage wasn't quite there. We do see Gen.G pick up the Chemtech Dragon, but the Baron went over to Bro.
I think Gen.G is just going to say, all right, you can have this silly Otacon thing, because it just hasn't been a very good time for us going up to
coming in. I think they want to be
never mind.
There.
There's too much DPS. There's so much DPS here. 3 items on Closer, one of them being a death cap, as now Polo's trying to move them out of the way. The first arrow to miss, but Otacon goes down, so who cares if the Bros are going to die? As Closer just throws Chovy over the wall. He tries the heroic entrance and is going to successfully do so, but he's still not in a great position because look at Hype. He's able to free hit another kick to death here from Humbug. As the Bros are just taking no prisoners, man. They're all still alive. No one's sent back to base just yet, and they'll be the ones to start ripping through these turrets now.
And they're just playing so well. Gen.G want to contest Otacon, want to get over, but they just get locked into a fight where you're against the buff, you don't have hopes. But like Morgan is a demon on the back line, Hype untouchable, and Handback. This Lee Sin has been so crisp.
Yeah, this is like the best part about this, right? Is it's not that Gen.G are playing really badly and throwing and all this stuff. Bro are just playing insanely well.
Gen.G, honestly, I mean, it's Bro with some of the best lead we've seen so far in the LCK Cup. And now looking to end in the game.
Yeah, Keen is probably just dead. Wild Growth is kind of fantastic as Canyon gets into that backline, but he is going to be destroyed. No one can touch Hype right now as he is actually going to be sent back home. But there it is. Bro pick up an unprecedented 2-0 over Gen.G.